Hey guys, I don't know if you remember, but the last story I wrote for those who follow my material was called Shattered Family Portrait, which was a little more personal to me than my other stories. It was probably one of the most powerful pieces, the most difficult to write as well. There were still so many more pages for me to write, so here it goes. The story continues. Season 2, Episode 14, Ghosts from the Past. This episode opens up with Anthony still lost, struggling through the snowstorm. He starts to regret even coming on this trip, and then while he's walking, he starts to think back to another regret he had a long time ago in a flashback, when he was younger, when he was living at home and he snuck out a weekend to stay with his brother. Aaron had an idea to go to a club, which was the first for Anthony. Even though he was not of age, Aaron had an extra ID, and Anthony had other motives, especially since he had an idea of meeting up with a guy he was talking to on AOL. At the club, he decides to meet up with Francisco, which is the new guy, which Aaron doesn't really get a good vibe from and decides to go with him, also getting into a fight with Aaron. When he stays at Francisco's house, he realizes that this charming man, as so he thought, is nothing but a monster. The flashback ends while Anthony sees a shadow approaching him in the snow, but passes out. After this scene, it goes to Aaron, which I thought was honestly brilliant because even in the beginning of the episode, I emphasized that what's happening with Anthony is then and what's happening to Aaron is now. And with Aaron, it picks up exactly from episode 12, where Aaron pulls in, coming back from his medicine in higher spirits. He walks to the house and sees Anne getting the Christmas tree ready. They have their conversations, and Anne really had so many chances to tell Aaron about Anthony running away. Anne even apologizes to Aaron about withholding information, but is he actually making the same mistake twice? Then from there, Aaron goes on the computer to check his work emails and notices a message from an ex in his messenger. But he is actually making the same mistake again, telling him that he has come back from rehab, and one of the steps he missed was apologizing to him for doing so much harm when they were together in that relationship. I question whether or not I should have written this episode in the beginning, but I go along with it because it showed everyone what these two strangers did to find a love that they couldn't feel at home, even if it was to the extreme. Stay tuned for the next episode.